standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10. They're on 17.
They run with a rookie from Florida, Dameon Pierce, up to the 20. This defense for the Jets, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Winston now. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you used the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there. Big one.
Brandon, we've all been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Stuck for the loss by Devin White.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Allen escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, secondary and came up with the interception.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. To throw, Winston. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Jameis to throw it. This one to Bourne, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To the air again with Winston. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jameis Winston. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. On play action, Allen. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Hit and drop behind the line by Dre Greenlaw. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Allen. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Swift. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Josh Allen, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Jets 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because what's up with Mountain Farm? If you come to a fork in the road, take it because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. The Vikings had 5 and 6 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Winston. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Vikings! So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And it's now 21-7. 7. 21-7
Jets 7.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the 22, Allen. Got a man open, it's Chase. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On play action, Allen. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper, 34 yards. And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Jets, 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. Wilson's got it complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5. Play action now, Winston. Forced out to his left. Looking downfield for Jones. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Jets will take over here just shy of the 30. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 31, Allen. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end Kmet. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. And again, it's Allen. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jamar Chase, 34 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 27, Winston. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. Well, he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
For Darrell Henderson on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's complete right side to Kmet. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Allen. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something's off with that one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Rodgers on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Brian Burns, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jonathan Grenard picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Allen. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And that's out quickly to Chase. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Jets. Amari Cooper, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots. I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling going to an okay game.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the air again with Winston. Oh, he forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 116 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and handling a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Allen. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brand